Spirit, ancestors, angels, and guides, I thank you for your guidance for the highest good of us all. Thank you, Holy Spirit, ancestors, angels, and guides. I thank you for the messages for the highest good of all. These are timeless readings. Hello, welcome. I'm H.D. Marlana with Graceful Healing Retreat. Today we'll be doing a reading around the energies. Again, these are timeless. And let's go ahead and get started. So as I meditated on your energies, pretty much it looks like orders being brought to your life. A freeing of oneself, justice, abundance. This is the time to enjoy yourself, to enjoy life, to be playful. We'll talk about some of the chakras that came out that you need to pay attention to. We'll go into love a little bit. And then we're also going to get some advice. So let's just go into each one of the messages that has come out so far. So we have some of the goddesses that came out was Best. And then we have Nut Kau, which is about order. And then we have La Teach Me. I think I said that right. Which is the goddess of abundance. So let's go into each one of those. Just off the top, the message that I'm channeling is speaking to not taking things so seriously. I feel like Spirit, God is putting things in order for you. I really feel like when it comes to this playful energy, it's really about releasing regret, releasing, and then we have soulmate here that came out with this play that clarified this play. So this is a time to kind of enjoy yourself. I'm also feeling like a time of receiving. Watch how God gives to you during this time. We'll talk a little bit about June 28th at the end. Since this is a timeless reading, we will talk about just the new moon that will be coming up as well. So if you want to hear about that, you can. Yeah, everything here is about timing. It's like it's time. I feel like you're coming into a time of enjoyment. It's like I feel like you're going to be literally flying on cloud nine. Like I've seen clouds here. Like you're really going to be, I feel like you're wrapping up something now, though. There's something that you're wrapping up as it pertains to a relationship or as it pertains to just finishing up a project. This could be in general, wrapping up something to send you on your way to something so much happier. Not to say one was worse than the other, but just more or less that is moving you on to something much better. And I feel like you know this. I think this is what may make you feel so patient and just impatient and ready to just move to the next level or to jump off a cliff. Or I feel like because you know this, because there's a deep knowing within you that something is changing, that it's almost like Wheel of Fortune is the energy I'm feeling. Like you're coming into such a positive energy that you're more or less ready to kind of just jump off a cliff, just like, and just see where you land, because you just know it's coming. It's almost like blind faith even. I kind of want to go into that a little bit. Yeah, it's like you want to take action. I want to go here. Let's go ahead and just dig into this a little bit. What came up was coming to the edge here. This is the Wisdom Oracle deck, but it came in reverse, and this is why I want to see why you so ready to just step out on faith. It's like this is more than stepping out on faith. This is beyond stepping out on faith. That's why I want to see this. This is the way I'm reading it anyway. What is this energy of? Yeah, you're so ready to move on. This is like an energy of just so ready to move on. Like you're willing to do whatever you can at this moment to move on and move towards your destiny. Like you're just like so ready to let go of the past. I feel like you're kind of, but what's making you jump into this place of unknown is this, I want to say, a desire. Not only a desire to get away from the past, but it's almost an unnerving desire to get away from the past. And maybe perhaps even parts of you that you may not feel comfortable with, or parts of you that you don't even accept right now. It's almost like, and I'm going to look into this one a little further, because this is about love that you are different. So let me just show you this message here. This is about loving, accepting all the different parts of you. And this came out with seeking your destiny and letting go of the old, right? So like what's sandwiching you right now is between letting go of the old and like leaving the past in the past and moving towards your future is currently right now in this moment. When you're listening to this message, this is more about acceptance of oneself. So I feel like that's your challenge here. And that's why they're giving you this energy of play and letting you know orders coming in, because your abundance is coming. But right now, there's a level of acceptance of who you are that has to happen right now. And that is what this reading is about. So let's just go a little deeper into that. Love that you are different. So what's loving that you are different? What about you don't you favor? What about you do people shun you? Why do people shun you, or maybe tell you, oh, you're doing too much, or you're doing too little, or you're doing this, or maybe you're basic, or maybe I'm, it's these innuendos. I feel like what's sticking with you is this unconscious. This is on an unconscious level. So you may even be feeling like you're accepting yourself. You may be feeling like you're growing, that you're doing something different. You may be feeling like you're at a place where abundance, you may feel like you're already arrived, right? But there's something deep down inside, unconsciously, that you are still holding on to, that's causing worry. This is unconscious. This is something you don't even know about. And then what comes out is patience. So again, it's like you're wanting to just leave the past in the past, but right now you have to deal with the current. What is it that you have to deal with right now so your future won't be hindered by your past? Because I feel like that's the moment you're in. Like it's like you're on a precipice of your destiny, but you're still having to work out something currently, right now, in this moment. What is it that you're having to work out? And this comes from, I hate to say this because I always say this, like a lot of this is derived from your upbringing. So it's something within your upbringing that's holding you back. Something was said about you, and it's on a deep level, you still believe it. You're still proving yourself because of it. This has to do with connections. There's certain people you're even connected with. And it's time to bring forth balance. We have the heart chakra coming out now. So what do we need to know about your heart? I just heard closed. Fearful of people. This is like fearful of someone hurting you. Maybe you're, really sensitive. And this is deriving from memories of love from the past here. So this is not only in your family life or your growing up or your family dynamics, but this is also loving relationships, not just family, but this could be partnerships as well. I even heard work partnerships even. So these are memories that are holding you back from your spiritual prosperity, from your material prosperity. I feel like many of you overcompensate. Maybe your living, maybe the way your style of living perhaps overcompensates for your unconscious hurt, your unconscious, untouched, something you're not aware of. You overcompensate for something. You're overcompensating for something. Ooh, okay. So when you make your choices and decisions in life, you move in a way that makes it look like you're good. You're moving in a way, and so it's hard for you to really decipher, to determine. But if you look towards something that you feel strongly about, you can get a good feeling of what this is for you. I mean, for each one of you, it's something different, right? Because this is an unconscious belief within you that was derived from your family upbringing, your relationships, all of that. So this has to do with your alliances, like I said, business partnerships, whatever, And if you want to know where this really hurts you or hinders you or challenges you, or I hear issues in relationships, if you really want to know where this derives from or where this really may hit home for you as far as unconscious and trying to identify what this is unconscious within you, look at where you stand up the most. It may be standing your ground, standing up for yourself. Where do you exert your spiritual strength? Where do you do this in relationships? Again, this could be friendships, whatever. I mean, quick example they want me to share, something in regards to even with like my family, my loved ones. When it comes to me, my time is very valuable. So if you ask me to do something, and be a part of something, I'm going to be a part of that, but I want to make sure that my time is not being wasted. So you're not calling me in to be a consultant. I'm coming in to fix, So I'll tell them in a heartbeat, if you want me to just come in and give my opinion and waste my time, I'm not interested in doing that. That's not my goal. That's not what I'm interested in doing. That's not where I'm willing to spend my time. If my time is not going to be valued, used, utilized, the advice that I give, what have you, I'm not interested in really participating. So that's where I hold my boundaries. And it's most likely because, of course, I don't want to waste my time, but but something deeper than that, right? So it's not really about them as much as it is about me, right? So that's like an example of a place where I hold a major boundary. And I know it has all to do with me, but I might point the finger and say it's all about you. I'm just saying, I'm just saying. So where is it that you're holding this type of boundary, perhaps in a relationship? So let's go there. So let's just give some examples. I'm going to give a new one. Yeah, because it's causing mental conflict. So this is, so this place may be causing you mental conflict. And this is where that devil energy might be coming up. This is where your triggers may be coming up. When I say devil energy, this is not saying you're evil. This is talking about triggers, things that you have a hard time letting go of. This unconscious belief is something you're having a hard time letting go of, and this is the key to your success. This is the key. If you can recognize what this is, then this is what's going to help you accelerate. This is what's going to help you move forward. This is what's going to help you succeed. But whatever this is, it may make you question where you've been, may make you question where you are, where you're going, all of that. And I know you want to move on, but there's still, again, this energy, deception, envy, all of that, that's coming up in the process, Hello, everyone. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Hey, Live Love. Hey, Monique. Oh, is that Ray? How you doing? Hello, Posh. How you doing? Yes. So, hey, Tara. I see a Rob in the house. Yeah. So that's what I'm talking about, and I hope that makes sense. But nonetheless, this conflict, this temptation, this deception, it's like you're wanting to move on from all of this, and I feel like you're moving on and things are moving, but you're still stuck and trapped in this dynamic. And so spirit is asking that you follow your intuition. So again, let's see if we can get a little deeper, because this is like, I want to hit this for someone who really needs to hear this. So let's look into, oh, that was a lot that came out. I don't want to get rid of it, but let me just move it on to the side. Let's move on to the next step. So you're trying to let go of the old. We saw that. We're trying to let this go. So I'm going to ask the question of how do we let this go? How do we let this go? How do we let this go? And I feel like this is such an open-ended, like a huge question right now. Like this sounds so, like, how do I let this go? Letting this go. Ooh, okay. And I feel like more wanted to come out. For some of you, you may be challenged when it comes to rejuvenating yourself. Like, it's almost like you're having a hard time resting. Some of you may be having a hard time following your intuition at this time, and it may have to do with romance. Again, relationships are coming up, you know. In this case here, this is specific. So let me just go ahead, and then we have patience in reverse again at the bottom of the deck. So let me go ahead and pull out the romance oracle in regards to this romance. What is it that's keeping you up at night? Because I'm seeing this is this energy of just not able to tap in, and it has something to do with you opening up to something new in romance. You do deserve love. This came up in reverse, so I feel like this is a challenge for you. Almost like you'd rather not be bothered. I feel like a lot of the emotions that may be going on here, this trusting yourself, believing in yourself, letting go of the past, moving towards your destiny, the conflict, the temptation, the addiction, all of that is centered around these relationships. Clarify further, please. But you do deserve love. And I feel like some of you are just like, I'd rather not even deal with it. Woo. Okay, dokie. All right. Okay, someone's ex is coming into the picture here. We have letting go of control, releasing your ex, which is that past energy you're trying to let go of. We have the honeymoon that's here. So it's like, again, it's so interesting because we have like live your bliss here, you know, enjoying bliss of holiday time together. And then you also have releasing your ex. So it could be two people that are, you know, that's in this dynamic here, but there's a need to allow a situation to unfold naturally. And your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and your spiritual path. So this religious upbringing, let's get into that. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. I feel like this has a lot to do with communication, because it seems like a cycle that you keep getting into, and it's almost like you're having a hard time finishing a cycle because it's bringing you to a place of sadness. But it's something about truth, communication, love, cycles, and sadness. And at the bottom of the deck, just being over it. What's under that? And then 10 of Cups under that. So again, it's like you've been here before. And then what's so interesting at the bottom of the deck, Wheel of Fortune. So again, it's like you're moving in a great direction, so it seems, right? You know you're in under Wheel of Fortune. What's under Wheel of Fortune? Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Four of Swords Four of Swords. Then we have Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Sun. Wheel of Fortune and the Sun. So let's go into this sadness, because I feel like there's something that's coming to the light here. You're coming out of illusions. Let's look into the sadness. Clarify the sadness. This is obviously, ooh, wow. Wow. It's Eight of Swords in reverse. Again, a releasing. So you're moving forward. So if you're feeling this energy of sadness, you are moving out of this stuck energy. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have healing in reverse, and then we have the drama. So there's still something lingering here, but know that justice is right here. We started off this reading with the goddesses, and my eye came out, justice. So there's justice playing out here, and I'm just nosy enough to go there, and I'm going to give a specific scenario because someone really needs to hear this, because to me, it really feels like going in circles and just wishing. This just seems like torture. Shit. But you're becoming balanced in the process. That's like, this whole reading seems so contradictory, but it is so real. Is this making sense to anyone? You feel so, you said feel so unjust. Hope justice is coming. Yes, it is torture. Yeah. Wow, guys. Yeah, miss you too, Ray. I hope you're doing okay. Yeah. You said triggers and all. Yep. Definitely having a mental conflict. Feeling you. Under justice, we have, again, movement forward. Choosing a path. So I feel like a path has been chosen already. It's just a need to heal. So subconsciously, what you may not realize is you still need to heal from the past trauma, not only of a person, upbringing, but also your spiritual path. Your spiritual path has a major influence here on your relationships. Like I said, and also, and this is about you deserving love, right? I'm hearing like this could be like being married or being a, or having children and feeling like you have to do things a certain way, because if you didn't, then the family will be disappointed. Or this could be giving away a child because maybe you weren't married and you felt like it was the best thing to do. These are the scenarios I'm hearing right now. Like major, and I feel like this is heartbreaking. So this is like something that really left a stain on your brain, left a stain on your heart. So yes, you're trying to move forward, but you keep looking to the past and you're walking in a way in which you want to control everything because you're so afraid of going back into where you've been. So subconsciously, it's like it's hard for you to heal because you keep going back to the past. And things in front of you are reminding you of the past. So we need to talk about healing. We need to talk about healing. Because I want to get you to a point where you feel like you deserve love. Where you feel like you don't have to control your relationships and you can get rid of the old energy and allow new blissful ones to come in. So let's talk about healing. So you actually feel like you deserve love. Because unconsciously, I feel like you may feel like you don't deserve love. Or unconsciously, you may feel like you have to work hard for love. Subconsciously, you may feel like if you don't work, it won't happen. And therefore, but it's not all up to you. And I do believe that's some teachings in certain, religious settings, that it's up to the divine feminine energy to make things right, to forgive, to this, to that, and keep the family together and the whole nine, right? So there's a level of pressure that I see here, that's an undercurrent for you wanting to control things. And then people act like you crazy when you trying to control things. Like, you told me you want me to run. Who runs the world? Girls, You want me to run everything, but you don't want me to run everything. That's the same thing I'm talking about. When I talked about, people wasting my time, it's like, that's why I don't do that. Because I'm like, I'm not going to allow you to waste my time. Like you're taking up my time, you're wasting it. Like, I have a problem with that. And so, yeah. So it's like, you coming to me for help and assistance, but then you're going to ignore it, or you're going to ask 1,000 questions, and it's like, you're not gonna waste my time. Like, come on now. You said I can't turn the other cheek one more damn time, right? Right? I feel you, live love. That's what I'm talking about. It's like, nah. We not turning cheeks today. Okay? Okay. So how do we heal? Right? How do we heal this and get to a place to where we can finally move towards our destiny and not be held back, but not like, it's almost like you're trying to cross the street, but you're just going to blindly go through the highway, not looking either way, because you're just trying to get to the other side, and you don't even care if you go down in the process. That's what I'm seeing here. Like, it's what you're willing to do to get out of your old situation, to move forward, to get to this unknown place that you know is so much better than where you've been. You're willing to blindly go towards it, but it may not be the safest route. It's almost like you have to process your feelings along the way. You have to endure the process. It's like you have to be in the process. You have to actually be in it to win it. I mean, I just heard that. I'm not down for that. Like, I feel like, they're giving me random things to say. They just using me randomly. So let me just, yeah. So that's what we're going to uncover, this healing. So, because that's what's coming to the light here. Like, I feel like you didn't know that you were still fighting this battle. You didn't know you were still fighting this. But you want to get here. And that's where you're going. To the sun. To the destiny. So let's get one healing message. Let's just move on. Let's just get the healing messages here. The best healing messages to kind of come out of this situation. 1, know that you belong. 2, seek the answers from within. 3, heed your dreams. So you're receiving some messages in your dreams. This is all within you. So like, everything that I'm telling you is something your soul already knows. So I feel like there's a need to tap into that. And let me just ask for an affirmation to go with that really quickly. Let's get an affirmation to go with that message there of tapping into your inner self to obtain the messages you need. I see this heed your dreams, and they just told me to let you know, like, on my website, I have a dream tonic, which really helps you go deeper into your dreams. So for some of you who can't remember your dreams and you need to go a little deeper and, subconsciously, and you can ask questions before you go into the dreams as well. That's a good way. Like, I took some today before I went to sleep, but I will go to sleep and actually tell myself what I want to know before I go to sleep. And so when I wake up, I really do wake up with that message. Or I'll go to sleep knowing I want a deep rest because I need to heal myself, and may not necessarily want to dream, but it's all about healing, getting that sense of rest. Because I see here some people are having a hard time resting. So the affirmation here is going to speak to your true worth, right? So again, we have here, love that you are different. Know that you belong. And now they're going to hit us with know your true worth. We have you do deserve love. So this is major. So sometimes when you're in relationship, you can when you come off controlling, This is an indication of something you're trying to protect. You're coming off controlling because you may want to avoid something happening again. You just may want to avoid something happening, period, that is going to jar you, or something that's going to harm you or hurt you. So you're trying to avoid. So the question here also is what you're avoiding. And if it's like, oh, being treated like you used to be treated, or avoiding the pain of the past, or not wanting to go down the same cycles of the past, that's leading you towards your core truth. So the affirmation here for you in regards to your true worth is, and you can repeat after me or not, my true worth is intrinsic. My true worth is intrinsic and shines from my inner being, and shines from my inner being like a sacred jewel of love and compassion. Like a sacred jewel of love and compassion. I love this because it's speaking specifically to love and compassion, not control. My true worth is intrinsic and shines from my inner being like a sacred jewel of love and compassion. When you're walking from a place of love and compassion, you're walking from a place of your true worth. And what I do want to say here is this is a concentration on your throat chakra. Again, this is about communication. Let's go a little deeper. There's levels to this shit. Let's go a little deeper. So this is about your true worth. My true worth is intrinsic and shines from my inner being like a sacred jewel of love and compassion. All right. So some of you may be having challenges with your health, your cycles, your creativity. These are the challenges that are coming up. Okay. What's going on? Yep, program that you're not. Yep, godly spirit. Right. Yep, exactly. That's so true, Live Love. Mm-hmm. You said, yep, you never sleep. Okay. Yes, pain and trauma makes you want to avoid it by control. Absolutely. So how do we get over that pain and trauma? It's almost like PTSD. And I'm not trying to belittle PTSD for people who are coming out of the army or anything like that. What I'm talking about is whenever you have any major traumatic experience in your life, such as someone, betraying you in such a way to where it devastates you. Some people could deal with betrayal in one way. Some people could deal with betrayal in another way. I had a conversation with one of my girlfriends today. It was so hilarious because it was like, she's like, yeah, like I'm not as emotional as some of you. And I'm like, yeah, but you've been on a Zoloft for like 20 years. So yeah, you're not, I know when I was on it coming out of one of my divorces, it was like my mother at one point turned to me and was like, what are you doing? And I was like, what do you mean? I'm fine. Everything's great. Like your emotions are not so involved because your emotions are on a back burner, like literally. So she really came to me like, you're allowing foolishness. Like, and I was like, no, whatever I need to do to make sure her father's in her life, I need to do it. And so if that means letting his pregnant girlfriend come over to the house to pick up my daughter, although we're still married, hey, like it's crazy. And she was like, hey, do you hear yourself? And even when I went to like court, and at some point, like I got off of it, right? I swear to you, this is a true story. When I got off of the Zoloft, it's like I came back. Like it was like return of the bad bitch. You know what I mean? Like, and I was like, what you doing is ridiculous. Like, okay, it's time for me to get, the courts involved. Because initially I was like, no, I want to back away from this. I don't want to do that because I don't want to do anything that's going to harm their relationship. And I want to make sure she has a relationship with her dad. And I'm going to do whatever I need to do to make sure that my child is... So when I went to court, when I end up having to finally get a restraining order against the both of them, the judge was like, what are you doing? And I'm sitting there like, not to me, to them. And I'm sitting there like, right? Because I mean, I swear to you, I felt like maybe I'm just in la la land. Like, I was like, what's happening right now? Everybody trying to act like this is normal and this is right. But it was so wrong what was going on. And because I refused to step up at the time beforehand, because I didn't want to step up because I was afraid, right? That's where that fear comes in. That fear, that's the challenge, right? So as this becomes your challenge, then you become afraid. You then step in and you're like, okay, well, I'm going to control this by not doing anything even, you know, so you can control it by doing too much, or you can control it by not doing enough. Betrayal trauma is real and causes PTSD. Absolutely. Yes. I'm in therapy now because of all what you're saying. Yes. Oh, I'm so sorry, Ray. Yeah, I see your health. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah, this PTSD is no joke. So when you're dealing with mental anguish and you're coming out of heartbreak and situations that have been toxic and this, that, and the other, trying to go into another situation or trying to heal yourself takes time. You know, it really does. And I feel like right now there's some people here who really need to hear this reading, are in a moment of trying to move towards their abundance. They're like, they've been dealing with the past long enough. They want to just, you know, again, just dart for the newness that's coming, but they're having to go through the process of healing. And I feel like some of them haven't healed as of yet fully. And even as they move forward, because I do see romance here, I do see love here, I do see, because they're saying you do deserve love, I still see something holding you back. I still see some healing that's required for you to really step fully into the newness that is right in front of you, that's in front of you, that's in your future. So right now you're having to remain patient. Sorry for the ucky word, but you know, patient in the current and deal with this process. So because you're still healing. And a lot of it has to do with healing your worth. That's what a lot of it has to do with, because many of you have, for one reason or another, forgot how valuable you are. And that's what this is coming down to, your value, your worth. Wow. Okay. Yeah, we're getting deep here tonight. And I swear to you, I was going to come here for like 20 minutes and leave. Do you guys not see the tiredness in my eyes? So let's just take it there. How do we move forward and process this PTSD / worth / because Spirit is asking us to, in essence, play at this moment. And I feel like some of us are not ready to really play. You're like, I'm still challenged with my heartbreak, my illness, the cycles of life, challenged with my creativity. I still can't. I still can't. So let's see how we order. And I'm hearing order your steps. Y'all know that gospel song? Order my steps in your word, dear Lord. Lead me, guide me every day. Send your anointing, Father, I pray. Order my steps in your word. You know, of course, it's a higher pitch. And lead me, guide me every day. Send your anointing. That's when you're in the choir. Father, I pray. Order my steps in your word. And then you have the lead singer. She really goes off. She gets in. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Y'all know that. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? When she really gets into it. Okay, I'm not gonna go there because you know I really want to go there, right? Where my mic? Where my mic? But but that's what's coming up right now. All right, y'all. So let's see how we go through this healing. Spirit is also saying you're never alone. Understand your body, and kindness counts. I'm gonna kind of get into that because this kindness piece makes me feel like some of y'all ready to flick off. And you know, I condone such things. I gets down with it like that. Okay. Okay. Let's go there. Let's go there. Let's talk about this healing and how we healed and how we So, especially when it comes to love relationships, we're going to talk about how do we heal, because we have soulmates out here and we also have observe. So, this is about allowing someone to kind of be there for you. I feel like there's someone in your life, and I'm seeing this key again, but I also am feeling, because it's reminding me of the key from the other card that came out just recently, which was talking about temptation, which was talking about that devil energy. So, there's a key there, but it looks like this person has a key. It's almost like your past still has a key to your heart, and there's someone else coming in to with a new key, and you're having to release that old key. And that old key is the past, is toxic, is that PTSD, toxic old past. So, did you guys see the eyebrows go up like, yeah, okay. The message that came out is physical touch. So some of y'all, hey, physical touch came out. This is for some of us, nothing is more important than a tender touch. This might include a pat on the back, giving a hug to someone who really needs it. So advice here. So spirit doesn't want you necessarily to be alone here. And I'm seeing parts of this speaking to you rather be alone, you rather not go back into these same situations, but for some reason your subconscious is taking you back there. Physical touch can help you move forward. So this could be with a new person or something like that. Rest and relaxation is coming up again. Needing to take a break. And I know patience didn't come out again. Yes, it did. Having patience. Love is patient and kind always. Okay, and the fact that patience came out so many times, it also says do something for someone else. Give your attention to someone else. So it's almost like distraction. I'm feeling like some of you may need to be distracted from your own situation in order to maybe allow yourself to heal through this, because I feel like there's some people around you that's triggering you. So again, let's go into this healing piece. I'm going to pull out the Rebel deck. Let's go into this healing piece. And I'm going to see if there's something they want me to read to you. The healing. Because this one has exercises in it. So, ooh. Wow. Y'all, come on. Restore and replenish. Okay. And then the conscious. Oh, wow. Conscious connections. Okay. Let's go into this restore and replenish. Let's see if there's an exercise here for those of you who are having a hard time kind of releasing. Let me just give you a quick, this one has a quick healing process. So let's go ahead and heal through this really quick. So if you're interested in this right now, imagine that you are floating in an ocean that has colors of turquoise to deep green and darkest, deepest blues. Notice what colors feel good to you. Enter and remain in that space as long as you like. The water might be warm and sparkling. Allow yourself to be heated by the sun. This is not too deep. It doesn't have to be too deep of water. It could be shallow water. It could even be cool. It's whatever feels good to you. Allow it to be whatever feels good to you. When you're ready, open your eyes, break the routine of yours, and you will have completed this healing process. So there was a routine you need to. So when they speak to replenishing and restoring, it does not mean just sleeping. This is about getting variety in your life, spice in your life. You are in need of something so much deeper than rest. You need restoration, replenishment, and revival. This will not necessarily come from lying about somewhere, taking a moment out of your day, or evening activities. You are more likely to gain what you need by breaking with the routine completely and doing something different. You can return to your regular routine in time if you feel good, if it feels good to you. But however, it is now time to move without pushing yourself beyond what is known, comfortable, and familiar. This oracle also comes as a message from the great loving guardian, which is life itself. You have been working so hard and have accomplished so much already. However, you often sell your accomplishments short and focus on how much more is yet to be done. Life is telling you that it is time to put down the paintbrush, the pen, the endless list of thinking mind, and getting into your body. Take the time to experience yourself in the nature. Remember how to just be. In doing so, even for a relatively short amount of time, you will feel more of yourself and ready for your next phase. You might be surprised what just one day or two of this will do for you. Restoration does not have to be long and involved process, especially if it's attended to when needed. So this is breaking cycles. What do you need to do to make your life a little more different than what you're doing now? We also have conscious connections here. So we've been talking about the subconscious here. And now we have conscious connections coming out. This one has a longer healing process, but this is something you can say out loud and you can repeat after me. With your hands on your heart, so go like this. Say out loud, I surrender all my relationships into unconditional love and ask that the truly nourishing, soul enriching, expansive, and nurturing relationships be healed and drawn closer to my heart. I ask that the draining, depleting, destructive, or toxic relationships be drawn out of my life through unconditional love, mercy, grace, and my own free will. So be it. Okay, let's see if anything else comes out that we need to do as a exercise here, because that one right there spoke to more of that PTSD type energy I was feeling in regards to relationships, and just now these want to float on out. Spiral of manifestation and bringing it into form. Again, this is speaking to you being so close to where you want to go, and you know deep down you're almost there. But again, this is speaking to it not being a direct path to get you there. It's coming into fruition, but it's not a direct path. It's not even one that's a straight path that's like, it's not. It's a little more complicated than that. Yeah, I don't need to read that one. Yeah. Okay, so hopefully that helps. Yeah, so we need some restoration here, patience here. A lot of patience. But I feel like we've been getting this a lot over the last few weeks. This patience here, just like waiting to just... Whew. Okay, so let's get some advice here. Okay, well, let's stop that. We got enough advice regarding that. So let's go ahead and move on to the next message, which is order. This is Universal Creative presenting order and justice, bringing us order and justice. Let's clarify this order and justice that you need to be aware of. Sorry, guys. Let's see what I missed. You said, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Amen. I know. Ooh, Lord. He said, I'm trying to learn patience and practices work. The triggers still happen. And that knocks me back. Yeah, the triggers are no joke, Tara. You know, I that's something I battle with as well. The triggers, betrayal. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I battle with that myself. So I'm definitely feel y'all. Clarify order, please. What do you want us to know here about order? So spirit is helping you, but I feel like some of you may not see spirit's help. Clarify justice, please. I feel like you've been given help or you're being helped, but you may not recognize the help. And the justice, wow. And justice is bringing forth your happiness and your soulmate. Timing is like major here. Like timing is major here. Timing is major. Clarify order, please. This order. Be without malice. That's that PTS energy there. And then we have my aunt justice. Share your thoughts. Wash away your burdens. See the signs. I'm going to clarify this. See your signs. See the signs. What signs do we need to see? I hate to leave things ambiguous. Like, what? See the signs. What signs? Okay, see the signs. Yeah, this is about you being assisted. We have the healer of ages here, which is like an energy of a master, ascended master. We have the thinking man here, and then we have the sixth chakra in reverse. See the signs. Share your thoughts. Clarify, share your thoughts. What do you need to share? Share your thoughts. We have the goddess of the moon here in reverse again. Again, a challenge here. And then we have hostilities. So it's like you're holding back. It's like malice here. There's hostilities here. I mean, but it's in reverse. The hostilities at least is in reverse. So it's like you're not trying to be hostile, but yet you may feel hostility in you because you're not sharing this. And then we have the goddess of the moon here, which is normally very intuitive, knowing, and all of that. But again, this is a challenge here. I feel like your malice, your heartache, your pain, all of that is blocking your intuition, is blocking your throat chakra, is blocking your worth or your perception of worth because you're still attached here to the past. And then we have here washing away your burdens. I feel like your healing's coming from your tears. This is where your healing is coming from. So you may need to take time out, and if you feel like you're being triggered and you feel like you still need to cry, if you feel like you still need to yell, if you feel like you still need to purge, because I feel like this is an energy of purging. Then you will possibly start to see that spirit has been there all along. Got your back, trying to bring in balance. Because spirit is working with you, working with your finances, all of that. But I feel like you can't see past your hurt. And that's why we have here as your advice that I pulled earlier, kindness counts. Understand your body. Because I feel like this is a purging. Again, that purging. You're never alone. Because I feel like some of you are feeling like you're going through this alone. But you're not. You're never alone. And spirit wants you to know that you're never alone. Clarify washing away your burdens, please. What's coming out here? This may be as a result of, I feel like children may be an issue here. Children, family that you wanted. And I feel like some of you have become very angry over this. I heard salty, but I didn't want to say that because it sounds condescending and I don't want to sound that way, but that's what I heard. So take it like you want to take it. But That's my judgment, making it feel like it's making me feel like I got issues with that word, right? Yes, I do. You gonna tell me I'm salty? You salty, you know. It's time for you to recover. So right now, you're still in the midst of it. You're still in the middle of healing and recovering. And your prosperity is avoiding you because you're still in this process of healing. And the sun is right there, but you're still healing. You're growing too, but you're still healing. And some of you may not feel so kind, want to be so kind right now because you're like, I feel like y'all need to be taken care of right now. You need to be cared for. I feel like whoever's going through this right now, and that may be me too, you know, whoever's going through this right now, you really need to utilize your loved ones around you. I feel like many of you may be the one that everybody comes to, but who do you go to when you have tears? You know, people come and cry on your shoulder, but who do you have to go to cry on theirs, to release your anger, to move on, to that will understand you? Because you're here, you're at an ending here. This is your ending. And I feel like many of you are still taking out one sword at a time out of your back. Normally in the traditional tarot deck, this has swords in the guy's back, you know, like you've been stabbed in the back. I want to show you what it looks like in a traditional tarot deck. And I feel like some of you are taking the swords out like one at a time. And it's like you might have taken 5 out, but you still have 5 in there. You're still hurt. So you're having to take your time taking these swords out. Healing yourself. It's not even taking them out. It's pushing it out. Spirit is working with you to get them out. But it's time for these swords to come out. And I feel like your tears help you bring them out. Why is it taking this long to find the 10 of swords? Seriously? Unless I passed it and I just didn't recognize it. Here's 9 of swords. Come on, 10. 8 of swords, really? If I come back to 9 and 8 of swords again, y'all shoot me, okay? Because that means I've gone through this deck twice. And I feel like I've already gone through this deck once. Okay, I'm not looking for this anymore. I'm over it. Oh, here it is. Yeah. So I passed it a long time ago and had to go back around and look for it. Look at that. Look at how Spirit, because Spirit told me to pull this out for a reason. So I feel like you needed to see this. But this guy has been stabbed 10 times, been stabbed 10 times in the back. And now look at them all coming out. I feel like that's healing. And I feel like Spirit's helping you. And look how we have a little doe here, a deer. But look at the birds. Birds represent to me seeing, Spirit, seeing above, seeing beyond what you see. You may not see these swords are coming out. You may not see Spirit helping you bring these swords out. This, look at all of the yellow around it. That's like Spirit pulling them out for you. And I feel like this is healing. Okay, now I feel like they're sending me somewhere else. Lord, okay, now I gotta go to the animal deck. Lord, okay. All right, got me on a wild goose chase here tonight. Believe in yourself. It's time to let go. I mean, this is advice here. Flamingo Spirit, embrace the in-between. That's where you are right now. The in-between. Co-creating with Spirit. You have the crow spirit. Remember I told you I saw some birds? This is co-creating. So you're not doing this alone. Again, you may feel like you're doing this alone, and you may feel like you're on your own, but you're not. What also came out is the Badger spirit. Be fearless and bold. Thank you, Holy Spirit, ancestors, angels, and guides. I'm actually waiting for the deer to come out because I feel like this message, they want me to let you know about the deer. But what also came out was take a time out. Again, that's that restoring. Learn. Love all is around you. Claim your independence. Bring your ideas to life. And laying a solid foundation. Some of you may be trying to move forward in a situation and you may not be ready. Life is speeding up. I do see the antelope spirit here, and take a leap of faith. This whole reading has been speaking to this leaping of faith, like a major leap of faith. But this has been a but what the leap of faith that I saw was a leap to your death kind of thing. Like it wasn't just a leap of faith, it was like a push of a leap, not necessary, because it was like you're avoiding the process. And spirit wants you to take a leap of faith, but not avoid where you are. So you still have to purge where you are coming out of so you can be free to move forward, you know, without the baggage, without the, you know, extra, without the extras, you know, holding you down. I'm looking for the deer, but it might be the antelope in this deck because I already pulled out the antelope. Oh, no, here's the deer. Bring a gentle touch. Bring a gentle touch. So once you get to a certain point where you've released this anger, then you can be kind. Then you can, but this anger right here, there's like a dagger you're trying to take out of your heart here. This is that 10 of swords here that you're still trying to deal with. This is that 10 of swords, this ending that you're still trying to work through. And if you rush it, I feel like some of you may be destroying, or you may destroy something that's coming close to you. I mean, what's for you is for you regardless, but I feel like your timing is important here. So right now, this is the time to purge old hurt, identify what is still triggering you. This is the time to identify what you're still holding on to, what's still making you angry. And it perhaps is the way someone treated you. It perhaps is the way you may be feeling like you allowed somebody to treat you a certain way. You know, it's kind of like abuse. Like you, sometimes people, you know, when they've been abused, they feel like, what did I do to deserve this? What did I do? Did I lead them on? Did I do something? And it had nothing to do with you. It had all to do with them. And I really feel a lot of this speaks to you holding baggage for someone else. You taking the blame, feeling the guilt, allowing the shame, feeling all of this. And that's what you need to let go of. And I feel like, you know, once you let go of it all, because some of you may be feeling like, I've been doing it. I've done it already. What else you want me to do? More. You might just need to do a little bit more. And I feel like time heals all wounds. And I feel like maybe you need more time. And so you'll still see your blessings coming in, but still allow yourself to heal in the process. Don't forget yourself in this process of moving forward. It's almost like you forget your needs when you start working on other things. When you start taking care of other people, when your business starts to flourish, when you start to, and that's normal, but you have to also keep your relationships and how you move forward balanced. This is about balance. Let me go to this. I want to read this one to you. I saw this earlier and it's coming to me again to read to you, so I'm going to read it to you. I was avoiding reading it because I didn't care about hearing this message, but apparently some of you may. This is time to go, but it came in reverse, okay? So this is a protective message for this is even if it appears that you've reached the end of the line and all seems to be lost, it isn't. You're in a situation that will resurface again later, so consider this a break rather than an ending. Destiny is in charge here. You lose nothing and gain everything when you surrender to that fact. Your soul knows that your destiny is unfolding with perfect timing and synchronicities. Your small self has doubts, but that is natural, as it doesn't have the map of your destiny. Your soul does. Spirit loves you. Trust that. Apparently I needed to read it, guys, and apparently I needed to hear it too. So timing is important here. That was beautiful. I think that was great. So I want to click on here. See it. Listen to me. Click on this. Wow. See the signs. See the signs. Let's get some clarity regarding see the signs. Spirit is showing you signs right now, and you need to see them. So let's see what some of these signs may be. Yeah, so there may be a spiritual union that's making you feel conflicted again. I feel like this is a positive union, but for some reason you're needing to stand your ground in the situation in order to get the harmony you're looking for. So we have the lovers here. We have stand your ground, which is like seven of swords, not seven of swords, seven of wands. And then we have this mental conflict again. And this all has to do with your memories of love. So again, you know, some of you may be feeling like giving up when it comes to a spiritual union that is entered your life. But I feel like you're supposed to have hope in this situation right now. Like this is going to turn out better than you think, but I feel like your past has you in like a headlock. I don't speak like this, headlock. I don't do headlocks. So hope that makes sense to some of y'all, because that's not me. We have the base chakra here. So this is speaking to your foundation again, hindering you or being a challenge or concern at this time. It may not even be a hindrance, but it's something here that you need to be aware of. We also have other chakras that came out. When I asked about chakras earlier, when I did my meditative session on this reading, it was solar plex chakra, sacral chakra, and your third eye chakra. I feel like all three of these are challenges for you right now. All three of these are challenges for you right now. Your third eye chakra, you're having a hard time seeing clearly. Sacral chakra, I feel like that has to do more with your physical health. So be aware of your cycles, your physical health. Make sure that that's not hindering perhaps your viewpoint right now. We also, and I want to clarify that sacral chakra. And then we also have here solar plex chakra, which speaks more to your confidence level, speaks to, and I feel like a lot of this is your worth, right? Clarify the sacral chakra, the third eye chakra, and the solar plex chakra. Again, dreaming is coming out again. So we got that earlier, to listen to your dreams. So this is going back to those signs that I was telling you about. So again, see the signs in your dream. I've been dreaming like crazy. How have you guys been dreaming? Like my dreams have been crazy. Like every little thing, like I'll go to sleep, wake up 2 hours later, go to sleep, wake up 45 minutes later and had a dream. Like I keep going back to sleep. It's been crazy. So right now, see the signs in your dream. Spirit is talking to you because for some reason, if your third eye is not popping right now and you may not be getting the messages in your awake while you're woke, then Spirit seems to be sending you messages internally. And it may have to do with your heart. And it has a lot to do about trusting your insight. and your guidance. So this is trying to give you guidance. Spirit is trying to give you guidance. So trust your intuition as it relates to your heart. Trust your intuition, trust your heart. But I feel like your heart seems to be where that PTSD is deriving from. Your heart, you may not trust your heart right now. So they're asking me to clarify this heart chakra and give you advice regarding your heart chakra at this time. What do you want them to know about their heart chakra right now? How do they follow their intuition regarding their heart, trust, their insight, and their awareness and their guidance that spirit is giving them? Because I feel like you're getting a lot of assistance around you, but you're not seeing it because you're blind to it. It's just like you can't see clearly. Wow. Yeah. Healing begins. And this is also similar to the Six of Swords of moving on, moving towards calmer waters, you know. And look at her heart chakra. Look at that. But her heart chakra is just not in her heart, right? Look at how it's going down. Like the heart chakra is even down here. That energy is like going up, and you can see it's like going up and down. So this is about healing, seeing things clearly and healing what you see. Many of you do need nurturing. So I think you need to maybe go around people who can nurture you a little more. This may be your parents, this may be friends. Because I feel like these bonds are important now. So you may, and again, this balance is coming out. It's time for you to detach from this sadness. If there's an attachment here to sadness. I'm going to read this message to you here. If I can find the deck without having to get up. Do I have to get up? Because this detachment is important. Oh, that wasn't too hard. Let's see. Detach. Detach is also... Let's see. Hold up. Oh, I picked up the wrong deck. Ah, this is the John Holland deck. I wasn't even looking for that one at all. Okay, here it is, though. I found it. And in case you're interested, this is the Psychic Heart Tarot deck. So this is the detachment that I'm seeing here, needing to detach. This is similar to the Justice card, too, by the way. So this detachment here speaks to reflecting on the past, accepting the past, deciding that you want clarity. And this is about taking responsibility and fairness here. Sometimes our ego prevents us from seeing events clearly. It's time to detach emotionally from a relationship or situation so that you can step back and reevaluate. Reflect upon how the relationship is working. Is it satisfying? What role do you play in the harmony or disharmony? An honest appraisal is required in order to gain clarity and help you better understand what might need to be done to improve it. This is true even if the relationship is already a good one. Oh, I'm going to skip the page. Even if it's already a good one. It's important to accept that your previous actions, decisions, and beliefs have led you to your current situation, whether it's pleasant or difficult. We do steer the course of our lives, although often without conscious intent. By assessing your situation and accepting responsibility for it, you're able to free yourself from the need to blame another person or destiny. There's no guilt associated with this card, only clarity and empowerment. Once you've detached yourself from an examined, once you've detached yourself from and examined a relationship, lack of a relationship, or other matter of the heart, you'll have a better position to decide what to do next and what the next steps might be. Remember that the detached card knows no ego. Decisions arrive the decisions arrive at as a result of drawing this card must be fair and balanced with everyone involved. Decisions arrived at as a result of drawing this card must be fair and balanced for everyone involved. The affirmation associated with this is, I accept the role I play in creating my relationships and my life. Holding that up was hot and hard. I mean, I feel like I'm holding it like, oh. Y'all remember school days when they had to hold the hand up as long as they could, and they was like, yes, brother so-and-so. Anyway, I'm telling my age. So, yeah. I feel like this message is speaking to ego. So, I feel like I talked about ego before. Didn't I have like a long-winded conversation about ego, like in like a couple, like last week or the week before? Ego is another indicator of you trying to protect your heart. Like you're trying to, ego comes into play as a protection mechanism. And I feel like by protecting yourself, although these signs are here, you're kind of working against God's guidance for you. So you got to make sure that your ego is not getting in the way of your blessings. Right? So yeah, that's the sign, guys. So let's go into your abundance and freeing yourself, because I feel like this is the end here. Your abundance and this wild woman. So you've played around on the shallow end. You've gotten a little deeper into your healing, and then now it's like the near future is more about this abundance. Let's see what this is going on. So, I mean, abundance shows up in so many different ways. I love abundance, right? Let's talk about this abundance. Thank you, Holy Spirit. What do you want us to know about the abundance that is coming for the divine feminine here? Again, it's like you don't see it. Wow, a change in the wind. You're not seeing it. Observe. And then we have chaos and conflict. All right, let me just, so you have a few messages came up. A leg up, and then you also have it here with a change in the wind. Again, you're not seeing something coming. Again, it's how you view the situation. Your perception is important here. And then we have chaos and conflict. Okay, I just heard the storm. So when you normally see chaos and conflict, you feel like something bad is happening, but a storm comes to clear away. A storm comes to clear away. Interesting. I never noticed this in this message, but this is a zebra with giraffe stripes. It just doesn't make sense. And I feel like for some of you, this is just not making sense. You're just not seeing it. All right. Ooh. It's abundance coming together. So some of you may, and this is, you come, ooh, wow, they're hitting me in my lip though. Yeah. Again, it's this energy of coming together. This is that Two of Cups energy with this Eight of Swords energy of feeling helpless and hopeless, feeling stuck. Clarify what this has to do with abundance, please. Wow. This is coming to completion. This energy, this stuck energy is coming to a completion. Yeah, your fears about love is what's exacerbating the situation. And Spirit is saying to seek the truth. There is a fear here as it pertains to the love. And Spirit is asking you to have confidence, to seek the truth. Clarify the truth, please. Ooh, wow, really? Is that what we're doing tonight? All right, y'all. I'm about to go. I think it's about time for me to go tonight. I feel like mic drop time is here. Release, rest, and reconsider. I mean, again, this rest and restoration, reconsider this resting and all of that. Your perception, you need to reconsider how you're seeing things because you're still in the process of releasing. It's like you haven't fully released everything. So this healing right now is important. Continue to release your past, continue to release your hurt, continue to release because it will lessen your PTSD. It's like PTSD happens as a result of ongoing scares. And many of us have had to walk on eggshells. For people haven't had to, but we have, right? Or felt like we had to because we felt like we had no choice, because we felt like that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go with the flow. You're supposed to submit. You're supposed to allow them to take the lead. And a lot of times you put in positions where you're in situations or relationships with people who aren't ready to take the lead, or people who are not prepared for you to submit, people who don't know how to handle which has been given to them. And then now they have you walking on eggshells because they kept throwing it back at you, making it seem like you were the one who messed up, making it seem like you were the problem, when all the time they were the problem. They were the ones who didn't understand. They were the ones who weren't prepared. They were the ones who weren't, but you took that on yourself. So as a result, now you've learned to walk on eggshells. So now you fear, a bomb is coming any moment to blow things up, because you're used to somebody blowing things out of proportion, blowing things up because of their own insecurities and because of their own drama, because of their own ish. And so now you're walking on eggshells and afraid that you're going to be treated the same way because you're seeing signs around you, triggers around you of the same thought patterns, potentially in other people, new people, whatever, people at work, what have you. And it's making you feel like I'm going back into that again. It's making you feel like I'm there again. So it's like you're there again. So I feel like Spirit's going to show you that you're not there again. I feel like Spirit's going to show you that this time it will be different. I feel like Spirit is going to show you, if you let us help you release this. I feel like some of you have your ancestors with you. You have people that have crossed over trying to heal you, trying to help you heal. But I don't think you see it. You just feel the pain. You just feel the tears. You just feel weak for having to cry, release, let it go. And you can't see the truth that the light is here, that you're like standing in the light. And it's just, let me show you what I see. I see a sun. I feel like you're in water, your emotions. Like, let's say you just got out of a pool, or out of the shower, out of the tub, and you're full with all this water all over. You don't want to walk around wet, but you're walking around wet. And Spirit is trying to make it evaporate, let it go, release it. So if it's coming up to release it, honor it, let it go. And then once you're able to release, then you'll start to see again. Your third eye will start to get clearer. Because I feel like you need to release and you need to rest. You need to do a lot. You need to change up your routine, all of that. So it's like all this is going on. Some of you might need to move because there may be too many reminders. But let me make it clear to you, even if you try to run away from this, and this is what I'm saying from the beginning of this reading, when I saw this dart out into the middle of the highway, trying to cross to get to the other side, but not looking and dealing with what's coming. Without doing that, it's either you're going to get an accident, you're going to be sent backwards, it's not going to go how you hope. So if you want the fastest way through this in a healthy manner, is to let the water evaporate. Let your emotions evaporate. Let the triggers come up and evaporate. Let the sun take it and replenish you with the sunlight, the love, your spirit guides to replenish you. Accept that, receive that. If you see something coming, God is giving you a gift, somebody's giving you a gift, accept it. Say thank you. Keep on going. Don't explain. Don't ask why. Accept it. It's a gift from God. You deserve it. If it's a new love, something quick coming around the corner, it's a gift from God. Make sure it's a gift from God, but it's a gift from God. Make sure it's a gift from God, but make sure it's a gift of God. And accept it. But see the truth, seek the truth, and never walk blindly again. And this is not to punish you. This is to show you and remind you where you've come from, some of the things you went through, so you don't go through them again. This is almost like a final exam, which I feel like we talked about this a few months ago, but I feel like it's coming back around again. It's like now you're at a new level with a new final exam, and the things that are coming up now need to be released because you have an abundant future ahead. Like right here. And let's go ahead and get some timelines, just so you can know how close it is. How close is this new abundance? Ooh, this new abundance, a lot came out. It says it's up to you, be assertive. Yes, this is perfect timing. So yeah, I mean, it's right here to me. That means it's perfect, in perfect timing. You know, isn't that kind of like, yeah, don't get me started, y'all. Let me give you a couple angel advice as you leave out of here. Let me get on out of here. I can't believe I've been here for an hour and a half. I got to get out of here, y'all. But let me go ahead and get you guys some angel advice. I hope this reading helped you tonight. You know, I love you guys. Everything happens for a reason. Release regrets and embrace the opportunity for happiness, search for the silver lining. We have the lovers that also came out. Make a choice from the heart. Deeply emotional commitments. The power of love. Your worry is unnecessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release feelings of regret, guilt, worry to your angels. 7 of Ariel. We have, you have invested wisely, have patience, and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. Guys, my eyes are wavering. I would love to stay here much longer with you guys because you know I love you, but I got to get up out of here. I hope you guys are good. I hope you're doing well. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me give you really quickly. We have a new moon tomorrow. Tomorrow the 28th. Some places in the world, I think it's already the next day, but June 28th, we have a new moon. I did pull messages for the new moon, so what you can expect around the new moon. We have meditate and contemplate. The energy is gaining momentum. Be bold and make the first move. Your dreams need a practical plan. So we have a few things going on. This new moon in Cancer is an emotional one. This is a time to ground your energy, to meditate. When you're emotional or when you're in your emotions, such as the new moon in Cancer. And then we're also in the Cancer season. We just had the summer solstice last week. Be aware. Just be aware of your emotions during this time. You're in new moon Cancer energy. During a new moon, it's a good time to do your new moon ritual. Take out your sage, do your cleansing. You know, you guys can find sage on my website. I actually have the sage with the crystals, which is so cute too. So definitely go in there, look at that, and get sage. We have blood orange sage, blood red. I do have the dragon blood red sage again. And then we also have the regular white sage with the crystals as well. So I would definitely, this is a good time to sage, move things out, allow new things in. This is a good time to reflect upon your intentions. What intentions do you have? This is a good time to speak those intentions over and over again, like affirmation. Speak your intentions, what it is that you want. Confidence is the key to your success here. A fiery climax is approaching. Guys, you're so close. You're so close. So close. So close. Confidence is necessary. Adjustments are required. This is, again, what the new moon is bringing in as well. So there's some things you may need to adjust. as far as your life is concerned as you move forward. As you set intentions, they're making it clear that when you set intentions, picture yourself, where you want to be. So let's say you want a new house. Picture yourself in that new house. What does that new house look like? How are you going to decorate it? Have fun, like decorating your house in your imagination, in your dreams, whatever. Have faith in your dreams. This is so beautiful. This is the time, guys. It's time to release any negativity. And I feel like that's what we're working on, right? That's what we're healing, to release the negativity, release the malice, release the hurt, so we can lessen the PTSD. I don't think it's going to be changed overnight, but it can lessen it. Last message, you are good enough. Oh my gosh, how beautiful is that? This is my divine feminine. Oh, I love you guys. You are good enough. Beautiful. I don't know how I can make this reading any better. I hope this helped you. I hope this spoke to your heart and will assist you. Please make sure you thumbs up before you roll out. Leave a message in the comment section below and share. And if you subscribe, make sure you check your notifications. I've been getting comments that the notifications aren't working. Check your notifications. Even though you fix your notifications, sometimes YouTube moves things around. The algorithm does stuff. And next thing you know, you're no longer subscribed, and you no longer have you no longer subscribe, and you no longer have notifications. So I apologize for that. It's not my fault, but I'll take that hit. But I'm really hitting because I'm really telling, because I'm a snitch on YouTube. So go ahead and do your thing. I love y'all. Blessings, love, and light. Love you. Bye.